Okay, well, good morning. If you are a user of the VSA, thank you so much. We are so glad to have you. If you are new to the VSA or are not quite a user yet and you want to give it a try, you can join us on our website at fsonline.com. If you hit free trial, you will see the free trial access as well as both your billing options. There is a slight discount if you were to go annually. So if we've got any VSA users on the call that would like to switch their monthly subscription to an annual subscription, let me know, send me an email after the call and we can get that set up for you. The other thing that I would like to throw out there is I mentioned we were starting weekly webinars for all of you guys. And so that webinar website is right here, and I will copy and paste that into the chat box for everybody. You will see the next 3 weeks of webinars available on this website. And so after each webinar, we will update it and you will see the new card for third week after that. So you can register for any and all that you want. We will go through a couple of rotations. If there's any topics you want to hear about and we don't have them listed, please let us know. We can get those added for sure. And the last thing I'd like to mention is we are on social media. So we are on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter will also give you guys some tips. Of course, be some marketing stuff in there. So if you're a current user, the marketing stuff, it does not necessarily pertain to you, but the tips and tricks and some of the ways that our other users are using the VSA are on there. And so if you want to just search the VSA on any of those three, we would love to have you as a follower on that. And so I'm going to throw that in the chat box as well. Okay, so let's get started right into the client newsletters. So we're going to start on the main menu of the VSA. Of course, I'm going to go ahead and assume that most of you guys know how to navigate through the VSA, but we'll hit some high points along here. Along the left navigation bar, this is going to be where you can navigate from section to section of the VSA. And so if you are in PowerPoint presentations and you want to go straight into client newsletters, both of those are under the client tools section. So you can go back to the main menu if you'd like to, and then find newsletters, or you can quickly go over here to this left navigation and scroll down to that as well. New feature that we have on the VSA, it's only a couple of months old, is the quick links. Quick links are going to keep track of your most used or top 10 links, as well as your most recent or last 10 links. And so the VSA's got over 1,400 pieces of content. If you find your perfect piece for that one meeting and you can't find it again, check out those quick links. You may still have it in there. Along the header of the VSA, you're going to have your search bar, the news tab, and then some help and settings tabs. The news tab, I will tell you, is going to be mostly VSA news. And so you can see our e-news that we send out every 1st and 15th. That's the most recent one that we've put on there. And so that's all in here. When you click on that, it will bring up a timeline, and it'll give you more information about that piece as well. So just some quick housekeeping items. We'll go back to that main menu and we'll get started in the client newsletters. So if you are a user of the VSA and you are currently using newsletters in your practice, throw in the chat box, let us know how you're using them. Let us know what questions you may have. What we do each month is we will rotate our newsletters every 25th of the month for the following month. And so our June newsletters were available to you as early as May 25th. And that gives you time to go in and figure out who you want to send it to, what newsletters is going to be best for you, and maybe how you want to send that out. There are 2 ways that you can search for newsletters. Most of our agents, I would say, like to use the one that just rotated into their month. And so when you get to this newsletter page, you're going to want to scroll down and you're going to see those monthly newsletters. You can see right here on the bottom half of the page where we've got June newsletters. They are available in both a trifold, a PDF, and an HTML format. and they're available in all 4 different topics. I will tell you my 2 favorite formats are PDF and HTML. And as the marketing and sales director, if I could get rid of the trifold, I probably would. The trifold just does not fold friendly for the material. So if you like a trifold and you're fine with it, you know, just being a trifold, but not necessarily a brochure type printout, then by all means take advantage of that. If you are like me and do not prefer that, let's stick to the PDF and the HTML format. The main 2 differences between the 2 is one is fantastic for print and handing out. The other one is best used for emails. And so if you are an emailer when it comes to client newsletters to a mass group that you've got, you're going to want to use the HTML. If you like to have them printed out on your table, maybe in the lobby of your office, if you like to hand them out to people, if you're doing an expo or a seminar, you're going to want to use the PDF. Okay. The other thing you're going to see on this page, I'm going to scroll up a little bit, is you're going to see all 4 topics right here at the top half. This is going to be the backlog. And so if you would like to find a different business brief newsletter for you than what rotated into your subscription that month, this is where you would find that. You could hit view and you would find the entire backlog of all of this information. When you're looking at a backlog, there are only 2 formats available, and that is PDF and HTML. So you'll see that in step 2 right here. You can choose the date that you would like for it to appear on the presentation, and then you can choose the topic. When you hit submit, it will take you to a view save email page. And so I'm going to show you guys an example of that. We're just going to use HTML, and we're going to use the business continuation planning as our example. I'll hit submit. This view save email page is going to show up for every piece of content in the VSA. So not just for the client newsletters, but each piece of content you'll see in there. I like to always view it first and then save from the view option. It's just a, I guess, personality tick of mine that I like to do that in. This is the HTML version, and so you can see it's great for email. You can see that the date I chose showed up here in the top right-hand corner. All of my current information is right here on the far right-hand column of that. And so the easiest way to get this emailed out to your clients or to your book of business, or maybe your mail list that you're wanting to put it out to, could be a list of prospects as well, is to copy and paste this entire page. And so the easiest way to do that is to do Control A. Control A is going to select everything. You could probably see that selection happen on your screen if you're watching. And then you want to do Control C. Control C will copy it. Once you've got that, you can go into your mass emailer tool and send that out, copy and paste it into that body, send it out to your list of either prospects or current book of business. And that is the easiest way to do that and kind of manage that piece. You can send one-off emails through the VSA. I always like to say, if you're going to send a one-off, go ahead and copy and paste that into your own email address. Your email address is going to be whitelisted, most likely, in your client's email inbox. And so it just looks more familiar when it's coming from you specifically rather than when it's coming from our domain. But that option is available, and you can do that from that View Save email page. I'll show you guys quickly the PDF version. So we're going to back right back out of this. I'm going to use the left navigation tool to take me back to my newsletters menu. And I'm just going to hit view under the PDF version, same piece, business brief. It will look different than the one I just chose because it may not be the one that was rotated into my subscription this month. So you can see it's just slightly different a little bit when it comes up in the PDF. The date still shows up in the top right-hand corner. All of my information still shows on the right-hand side. You can see that I do not have any firm information on my account because I am not associated with a firm. So if you need information about your firm in there and you're seeing that it's blank, you'll need to go into your settings and customization and put in that firm information there. The PDF will show up 9 times out of 10 inside your browser's PDF window. So if you can tell, we are still inside Google Chrome on my computer. If you were to want to open that in the PDF reader and maybe the format looks a little funny, if you hover along the top, you'll see this download button over here on the right-hand corner. You can download that, and then that will then open it up in your PDF reader on your computer. Most of the time, if there is a weird format on the PDF, it is because of the browser reader. And so always try to download it, look it up in your PDF reader on your computer. And then if you have any questions and you still have a problem, you're going to want to email subscriber services at fsonline.com and we will get that taken care of for you. We know that we've had with our transition some tweaks and a few bugs we've had to work out, so we appreciate those users being patient with us if you've experienced any of those, but we do strive to get those things fixed as quickly as possible. You are our first line of defense, and so if you know and see something funny happening, send over that email, and I've put that email address in the chat box as well. So these are really just kind of the format, how we use the client newsletters. I will throw out some different ideas real quick on how agents use them, and then I'm going to hop off, answer any questions you guys have, and get you guys out of here within about probably 20, 30 minutes of this call starting. We have 4 different topics of client newsletters. Some subscribers to the VSA have a book of business where all 4 topics are relevant to their client base. Some do not. And so if all 4 topics do work for you, we've got agents that send out a different topic once a week. We also have agents that like to send it out right on the 1st. So for example, today's the 4th. We're the 2nd business day into June. If you are one that likes to send it out on the 1st all the time, it's available for you. Of course, the 1st fell on a Saturday this year. But we have clients and agents, I guess I should say, that send their newsletters to clients either once a week or once a month. Go in, make sure that each topic pertains to you and your business. You'll see that each one has a similar format but a different color scheme, but the formats are all the same. And so that is just some best practices, some little behind the scenes tips on how to use client newsletters that we wanted to cover this morning. For those of you on the call that either have questions for client newsletters or that have used it and have questions or you want to know more about it, throw those into the chat box real quick. We will answer those, and then I'd like to get you guys done here in about the next 5 to 10 minutes. So we'll give a little bit of time for questions here, and then we'll hop off. While we're waiting for any questions to come through, I will say that If you have any specifics that you want to hear, let us know. You can throw those in the chat box as well. I am personally going out on a long-term leave around the end of June, and so these webinars will continue to happen. They will be hosted by my colleague Jim O'Quinn. And so our next few that we have coming up are, I believe we have onboarding the VSA, so great for new subscribers, or if you just need a refresher. And then on the 19th, which is another Wednesday at 3:30 Central time, we will have setting up the website and the customization of the website. Both of those should be about 20-30 minutes long at most. And so if you'd like to register for those, join us at our webinar registration website, and we can get those sent out to you guys for sure. I'm not seeing any questions come through, so I'm going to take no news is good news here. If you guys do have any questions, you'll have my email address from the emails we've sent out this morning. I'll throw it in the chat box as well if you need anything. But I appreciate you guys joining me this morning. I appreciate you guys taking advantage of the webinars we've now offered. And if there's anything more that we can help you with, we are glad to do so. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you for looking at the VSA and being a part of the VSA family. And we look forward to helping you further. Y'all have a great rest of your day.